it doesn't matter what side of politics you look at, neither of them have a clue how to run a country whatsoever, because instead of squeezing people, that's everyone, farmers in particular, I know several farmers that's like myself that have earth moving gear, so instead of saying, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, what we need to be doing now is, as you would know, things that you've heard of and talk about people that you know, we need to be doing things like farmers that don't have any stock to keep their property going and to pay for things. We need to get them collectively as workers and their machinery, if it's in pretty good order, and collect everyone together and start building some dams and drought-proof this country. You know, simple things like that that would give them a job, give them an income, they're proud to build it, something they can use, their kids can use it down the track. The type of thing that JB Peterson used to do, like building dams in the Burdekin and Tinaroo and just general things that Australians did 40 years ago to build the country. Well, instead of everyone going, sitting down and just squatting, it just doesn't work.
You just put paid to my policy that I have been saying this for many years. We got drought because of lack of water, so what do? You drought-proof yourself. And then you should be paying compensation to the farmers to put in dams on the
So all this country where there's good dams, it just needs the right, like,
if it's got the right dams, and of course we've got to look at evaporation and take it all into consideration. But at least it will give you something there.
It does. It's got such a big flow-on effect, as you would know, at looking at feasibilities and that type of thing. Because then not only do you have the water, but you can grow more feed. The country's more productive. Farmers don't have to flog their marginal country like mine. You know, you can look after it, and the flow-on effect is so big. You don't have to sell your cattle at the wrong time, and everyone got cruel 2 years ago with cattle prices. Now it's the other way, and then the people that buy the meat in the supermarket can't afford to pay for it now. So it just has such a big flow-on effect that we've got a drought-proof. It's a massive concern to me. No, absolutely not.
Should remain in Australia.
It's a joke.
Hands of the Australian people. Yes.
The Charters Towers, I'd probably get in trouble for saying this, but the Charters Towers Regional Council is promoting Chinese to come into Charters Towers now, buy the land, have workers if they can't get Australian workers. They want to buy or lease the wharf in Townsville and have their own boats and a meatworks. The only thing they don't want is the trucks that card them from their property. They probably will end up buying their own trucks too, to and fro. And the Charters Towers Regional Council is promoting that right now.
Well, Brad, they showed a program just recently where they had the minibuses with the Chinese on it, taking them around to the properties. So what you'll say
We've had the Mayor of Charters Towers and Charters Towers Council representatives skiting to me on my nearest neighbouring property, 15 kilometres from my house, at what a wonderful idea they've promoted and got them talked into it.
Well, you know what? We've got to change all this.
It has to change.
It has to change. Yeah, we've got to protect the Australian farmer. We've got to protect our future.
That's why this drought is a hard thing, but it's making people pull together. And when they do pull together, eventually, you do hope, and you would know this for sure, one day you think, one day people should actually grow up and think about the direction they're taking. Like, what is going to be the end game once you take that direction?
Brad, I really do believe that Australians are waking up to this, and they are behind it. I know I talk to city people, they are starting to say, you know, look after our farmers. I get it all the time on Facebook page. All we've got to do now is convince our politicians to do it, but if not, then we get rid of them and we put people in who will. Yeah, there's just I don't follow the politics because I get so frustrated with them. But there wouldn't be 5 people in Canberra that actually know how to run a country, in my opinion. They wouldn't, you know, in politics. That's the opinion of a lot of Australians, I can tell you. But anyway, look, all the best. Great to talk with you.
Thanks for the chat.
Good to meet you.